Greetings, everyone. Following the announcement by the Minister of Home Affairs that he is extending the deadline of the grace period from the 30th of June 2023 to the 31st of December 2023, he has been on a number of media platforms explaining the reasons why the Department of Home Affairs has extended this. You'll recall that on the 25th of November 2021, ZEP holders were given a 12-month grace period, which should have expired on the 31st of December 2022. The minister then extended after he had received advice from the task team led by the former director in the presidency that they needed to extend for another 6 months up to the 30th of June 2023. The minister said, which we agree with him, of course, entirely, that in the last few weeks, we've seen many people applying to move to other visas. They've been applying to submit their waivers. The number increased. So it became clear that the 30th deadline could not be met because VFS, it appeared it did not have capacity to deal with these high volumes of people that were submitting their applications, and of course the application of these waiver applications, which will then allow the holder to apply for any of the visas that are provided for. One of the things that the minister explained, which we think is important to re-emphasize, is that the waiver application is for ZEP holders. We tried to explain in the other video that it's for ZEP holders, this current application process. We also explained that it does not necessarily mean if you are not on ZEP but you qualify to apply, you are legal in South Africa, you want to apply, you can apply for a waiver outside this arrangement for ZEP. Because what we are picking is that there are people that are not holders of ZEP. Their skills are not listed in the critical skills as published in February of 2022. Such individuals are now applying for waivers. It is clear that such individuals are going to be rejected, because we explained that the first waiver that was granted was that people should apply in South Africa, not to go and apply from Zimbabwe. And we have said that in terms of the Immigration Act, you cannot change the condition of your visa in South Africa. If you want to change the condition of your visa, you go back to Zimbabwe or to your country of origin. If you feel you need then to apply for a waiver, not to go and submit your application in Zimbabwe, it is different from the current waiver regime that holders of ZEP are applying for. So it is important to emphasize that if you missed out on ZEP, you do not qualify to apply for a waiver. Yes, we have received questions from people that were on DZP, but they did not renew ZSP. Some were on ZSP, but they did not move to ZEP. That is a separate issue altogether. The process currently, you need to prove that either in your passport you have a sticker written ZEP, or if you lost your passport with a sticker written ZEP, you have a ZEP number. So that's the proof that is needed. So you must be on ZEP. If you lost your passport that has a ZEP, you must provide the proof that you applied for ZEP and you were issued. You get the number for the permit, which is required when you do your application. Then on the issue of DZEP, is those that had DZP and the ZSP, for one reason or another, they did not move to ZEP. It's a process that we want to deal with separately. So you cannot say because you had DZP or ZSP, then you did not have ZEP, you then apply for a waiver. It does not work like that. So we hope that is very clear. So the person under this regime that is applying for a waiver, as also emphasized by the minister, is that it is for ZEP holders. If you are not on ZEP, you apply for a waiver, you will be rejected, right? Then the second and last thing that is important that the minister raised in the interviews that he has been having. We know that there are ZEP holders who lost their jobs. Now, if you lost your job and you cannot prove that you are working, the minister says there's nothing that he can do. Because the requirement is that you must either be employed, have proof that you are employed, have proof that you are studying, have proof that you are running a business, either of the three. If you have proof of either of the three, you submit your application. But if you have lost your job and you cannot prove that you are working, but you are on ZEP, the minister clearly says he cannot be able to assist you. So in other words is, if you do not submit the proof that either you are working, you are studying, you are running a business, you are going to be rejected. That's what basically it means. We ourselves, we cannot assist on that. We have received comrades request while we sympathize with the comrade that is not working, but there's nothing much that we can do because we can't generate an employment letter. We do not have an organization or a business entity that can say you are employed by them, then we start writing you what will be generally be a fake letter. We cannot do that. So we wish we could assist, but our hands are tied, right? So we thought it's important that we all understand this, that the people that are applying for a waiver to move to other visas are people that are on Zimbabwe exemption permits. Secondly, are people that, if they are on ZEP, are people that they are employed, they are studying, they are running businesses. We hope that this is clear. Please like this video, circulate and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are on TikTok, please like the video as well and follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.